Hi and welcome to another We Fucked Up Fail Better video. First idea, create a very strong vision and mission statement. And I know that sounds almost boring, you might all know that. But when you do so, what you also can do, allow the team to get a picture of the vision and the mission statement. Idea could be what I always do very often. I ask people to bring magazines with strong pictures to a vision workshop. And when the rational work is done, we have that statement. I ask them, now cut out all the pictures which support your vision. And first of all, that's a fun process. And second, it shows the emotional side. So for example, this could be, we want to be much better than the competitor. When strong times in your projects or tough times are coming up, you can always put out this board full of pictures, connect them again to the vision, or maybe revisit the board and say, is this really what we want to do? Or should we maybe change our vision and mission statement? Try to find ways to do a very good retrospective. You all know that the project is not finished, but you want to sit down together and talk about like a midterm evaluation. What went wrong, but also what went good. When the question came up, so what went wrong, what could we have done better? It's for many people very tough to talk because talking about failures, it just doesn't make so much fun. So what I usually do is I invite the team to be a bit creative. I tell them, please choose a movie or a book or a theater play or maybe even a series on Netflix. Let's say like a few weeks ago, a team chose Game of Thrones. And since each movie and theater play, they do have a drama plot normally, it's easy for people to refer to it and to put out the challenges. So like, what were our dragons and how did we deal with that wall? So all of you who know Game of Thrones now can refer to that. Just try it out and see what happens and give people a good way of opening up. So let's say you're a project team and you know there's another project team who was in a similar situation, like say 2 years ago. And you're going to ask them over to your team to share some insights. And normally what happens is they will totally be fine with that. They will come over and they will share many best practices, what they did and why it was successful. And this will pretty much upset your team because it feels like, oh my God, we are the only one who are fucking up and we are the only one who are not able to manage that. So before the team would come over to share their stories, just ask them, would you just please also share some real challenges, maybe some worst practices? So just see that there's a balance and that your team not only experiences other teams as too successful, but also understands and learns about challenges along the way. Let's have an example. You are in a very stressful project and your team, you have the feeling there's something really going on, but people don't really open up to each other. So if you say, let's say each Friday there's a team meeting, a short review, and one agenda point of this meeting is simply challenges. And just invite people to speak up if they need help, if they just want to share any information that something is going wrong, or if they just want to express their emotions and can just say, oh, I hate this project, everything is going wrong, why are we doing it? Just schedule these moments where people are allowed to invite failure, mistakes, difficulties into their job life, and don't wait and don't expect of them that they come up voluntarily with it, especially if it's people who are not used to talk about difficulties with others. But let's be clear on one point. It's not funny to fail all the time. If you're in a tough project, and even if you know failing belongs to the game, it's just part to experiment a lot before you find the answer or the right solution. It's not funny to go each day to work and to see each day there's no progress at all. At least you want to have some kind of appreciation for your work. And what you can do as a project manager, just make sure that your employees also mix into other small projects, which take maybe just a few hours per week. And maybe it's just supporting others to do a presentation, to do a research, to support some IT stuff. Just make sure they also have their success moments. And my last idea would be celebrate little successes or quick wins. Write someone who's involved in the project, maybe even the CEO of the company, or maybe some other folks, write them an email, tell them, hey, we are doing good in that project, and look what we achieved so far, and put your team on CC. And that is really strong, because what you're doing as a manager, you're cheering for your team in front of everybody or many people who might be important for them or also for the company. And of course, chocolate, champagne, cake, this is never wrong. To sum it up, we are all humans and we don't like failing. So maybe there's a last idea. Maybe if someone says in your team, oh shit, I failed, just say no, you learned.